Hey everyone, welcome to the MMA Fight Picks podcast. I'm your host, Aaron Weinbaum. I'm flirting around with a new setup here today. I've got Ecamm live going into Happs. It's more than you need to know, but if you are listening, you can listen to me live on Happs. And let's see here. I'm going to pick the fights for this Saturday's Overeem versus Volkov. So bear with me here. Leave me some comments. I should be, if everything is going to plan, I should be on YouTube, Periscope, Facebook even. And if for some reason this is showing up on my original, like my normal Facebook profile, and you're wondering what the hell I'm doing, feel free to log off. It's okay, kids. So to that point, we're gonna go to these first fights. I'm super excited here. This is a really good card. I mean, Cory, Sandhagen, and Frankie is the co-main. That could be a main anywhere. But there's a lot of fights in between. It's almost pay-per-view quality, and I'm going to get to that. So let's just say hello to everyone. Let's make sure these comments are working, and hopefully they are. All right, the live chat's not going too well, so I'm assuming something's not working like it should be, but it's fine. I think it's fine. Yeah, no worries. No worries. All right. Well, let's get to the first fight of the night. This is like a legends fight, if you will. It is Clay Guida and Michael Johnson. Of course, Michael Johnson, a Missouri native. Let's just take a look at his last few outings. Not a good look here. 3 losses in a row. Thiago Moises, Stevie Ray, Josh Emmett. Before they had a couple wins at featherweight. Artem Lobov and Andre Fili, but he loses these weird, like he's doing great until like the third round. It's just a little strange, and oh man, and of course he got in that slug out with Justin Gaethje, and he lost that, and then Clay Guida. When was the last time he fought? Oh man, yeah, he's not doing so great either. 3 losses in a row. Bobby Green, Gregor Gracie. Oh, that was a grappling bout. My bad. I'm sorry, but he did lose a guillotine to Jim Miller, and of course he's got that win over BJ Penn. Ah man, when was that fight? Oh, that's 2018. Yeah, this is a tough one to pick. I like both guys. I think Michael Johnson has a tendency to kind of mentally break. Um, ooh, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Carpenter here, Clay Guida, on this one. This is a really good fight. This one at lightweight here, Diego Ferreira versus Beneil Dariush. Uh, Ferreira just beat Anthony Pettis. Yeah, I guess that's been a year ago. I didn't realize it's been that long. Wins over Rustam Kabliov, Kyle Nelson, Jared Gordon, and excuse me, Benny's been on a little bit of a tear here as well. Gosh, he's got quite a winning streak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins in a row. So yeah, wow. Scotty Hot Sauce Holtzman, Drakkar Close, Frank Camacho, Drew Dober. I realized he beat Drew Dober, but I guess that was almost 2 years ago, March of 2019, and Thiago Moises. Wow. I didn't realize this was such a real. I don't want to say it's a mismatch, but it feels a little bit like a mismatch. It just depends on how good you think Fiera is and how off Anthony Pettis was this last match. But I'm going Benny Dariush in this one. Yeah, why not? Why not? Why not, Benny? All right. Next up. It's a very, very interesting fight at Bantamweight here. 135 pounds. Cody Stamann versus Frankie. I'm sorry, not Frankie. Not Cody Stamann versus Frankie. I'm sorry. Cody Stamann versus Askar. You couldn't be a little more creative and, give your kid a different first name than your different last name. I got Cody Stamann, Cody Sandhagen confused there. So Cory Sandhagen confused. Anyway, Cody Stamann just lost Jimmy Rivera. Does have a win over Brian Kelleher. Oh, I remember that fight. Song Yadong or whatever. That was a weird draw. Alejandro Perez has a loss. Aljamain Sterling. It was a knee bar. It was the Frunk Strugel, I believe it was called. Yeah, it was a good fight. And Askar just beat Kevin Worth. Lost to, oh gosh. Sadiyuweb Kakaramenov. I can't say that. If you're gonna go like as far as schedule and wins and losses, like Cody Stamann's got some good wins in there. Brian Caraway, who did beat Sterling in a weird decision. I'm going Stamann in this. Why not, right? Why not? Okay. Next up, we have, now I'm right where I need to be. Cory Sandhagen, Frankie Edgar. Cory Sandhagen looked like a killer against Marlon Moraes. I mean, just starched him with that wheel kick. But of course, the man to fight for the belt, Aljamain Sterling, kind of starched him like right in the first round here. Sorry, I have to hydrate here real quick. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I mean, with that rear naked choke immediately, but he's got wins over Rafael Alonso, John Lineker. I mean, just a whole bunch of wins until he ran into the freight train that is Aljo. And Frank Yeager, he won that split decision against Pedro Munez at a new weight class. Bantamweight, this will be his second fight. He didn't do so great at featherweight. He lost to Max Holloway, the best in the business. And then the Korean Zombie, I didn't like that Korean Zombie fight because it was short notice, but he was on his way down to 135 pounds. There was, it was just a bad kind of decision here, but it could have put him right back in there. I did beat Cub Swanson again in there. Brian Ortega lost to him somewhere in there, but how do you pick against a pioneer against Frankie? I think I'm just gonna have to, because I think Sandhagen in this fight, I think he does well, and I think Sandhagen gets right back in there. All right, main event of the evening: Alexander Volkov, Alistair Overeem. Let's take a look at Volkov. Just beat Walt Harris. Before that, loses to Curtis Blades, gets wrestled to death. Has that win over Greg Hardy. Loses Derek Lewis the last second of the fight, the last 11 seconds of the fight, round 3. Derek was playing a little possum there, but he's got a win over Verdum, and he's been kind of up and down. That was way back in 2018. Stephen Struve, Roy Nelson, Timothy Johnson. Okay. Let's take a look at the Reem. The last fight here, Augustus Sakai. I like that fight. He was so patient in that fight and just kind of let Sakai kind of punch himself out. Did beat Walt Harris. I thought that was, there's levels of this game, and in that fight, as tragic as it was, because Walt had been through so much. Alistair came in there. He came in there, but before I give my pick, I'm going to talk a little bit about today's sponsor, Manscaped. Valentine's Day is upon us, fellas. Yes, it is. And, my graphics not going. How about that? Oh, I just messed that up. There it is. Boom. Valentine's Day is upon us, fellas. Make sure you're ready for wherever the night may take you. Our friends at Manscaped, the global leaders in men's below-the-waist grooming, are here to tell you that you need to use the best tools for the job so you can be ready for anything on that special day. 2 million men are using Manscaped right now. That's crazy. Products to groom. Make sure you're one of them. I'm one of those guys that have fallen in the trap of using a beard trimmer. I used to have a beard back in the day, and why not? I thought I had a guard. I thought it was safe, but no, we snagged the nuts. No good, no bueno. It was a little nick, but I thought it was the end of the world, and you don't want to be in that situation. Your girl can't think of what to get you this year. Tell her to get you the gift that's for you and for her. The best way to get started is with Manscaped's Perfect Package 3.0, full of the best products to keep you looking, smelling, and feeling nice. The Perfect Package 3.0, led by the revolutionary third generation Lawnmower 3.0 trimmer, which has advanced skin safe technology and features cutting edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents. If you have the 2.0, yeah, that's good. Pass it down. Pass it down to someone. I passed mine down to my oldest son. You can find a picture of it on my Twitter there. The 3.0 is also waterproof, which prevents a mess on the bathroom floor and in the sink, especially when it's time for Cupid to shoot his arrow. See what you did there. And let's be real, we've smelled the worst down there before. That's why I'm thankful for their Crop Preserver and Crop Reviver. These products keep our boys from sweating, smelling, sticking. Get rid of that from under cheese, boys. That's that cheese from under your sack. This is the perfect package for your perfect package. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code MMAFP at manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you. That's, again, 20% off and free shipping with the code MMAFP at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com using promo code MMAFP. Happy Valentine's Day from Manscaped. Now let's get to that pick. Alistair Overeem. God, my gosh. Alistair Overeem. Alexander Volkov. Who do you got? I'll tell you what I have. And if you are wanting to comment, feel free here. But I just think there's levels to the guys that Alistair has fought, compared to Volkov. And what Alistair's been showing lately with his patience, I think he's even more methodical than he was. And I got to think he edges out Volkov. But Volkov's a gamer. He could very well be in this fight till the end. But I think Overeem's got too many tools, and I think he's got the grappling as well. He could do a lot of what Curtis Blades did. He's not as strong of a wrestler, but I think he can do enough to keep Volkov busy and edge out the win. And that is it, kids. So if there are no comments at this time, I'm going to take you out of here. We'll see you next week on the MMA Fight Picks podcast. Hopefully this all went to plan here on the old multi-stream. But if not, we'll do her different next time. So yeah, baby. I'm going to have to say shalom. And don't forget to subscribe.